You all know full well who my dream summer signing was this summer, and it is Harry Kane. And Manchester United, we have been out of the race to sign Harry Kane for a while now. But Bayern Munich have agreed a deal worth 100 million euros with Spurs for Harry Kane. And I want United to go in there, match the offer, slap it on the table, and force Harry Kane into a decision. Force Spurs between a rock and a hard place. Do I think Spurs will accept? Probably not. Do I think it will cost more? Probably not. Am I still going to do this video and talk about it? You're absolutely goddamn right I will be. I'm going to run through the David Ornstein confirmation of that bid from Spurs, and also why I genuinely think it's worth United's time to do it. And also, screw it. Maybe there is a chance it could happen. You let me know what you think in the comments below. But Bayern Munich have agreed a price for Harry Kane. David Ornstein this morning, look, a deal worth more than 100 million euros. So we don't know exactly what it is. Is it 100? Is it 110? But it doesn't really matter. All right. But I've been waiting for this point because United, I think, did the right thing this summer by sort of stepping out of the Harry Kane situation. We've now gone out and signed Rasmus Højlund. We've got the striker that we wanted, but Harry Kane is a transformative signing. Harry Kane is the sort of signing where, if it happens, changes Manchester United into Premier League title contenders. That's the sort of signing that he would be. Now, of course, we know what the problems of this deal are, and you're looking at him right there. It's Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy has reiterated from day one that he never wanted to sell to a Premier League rival. Just because Bayern Munich have had a bid around the 100 million euro mark accepted does not mean that if Manchester United came in, that they would then go, oh, right, well, Harry Kane, it's up to you, mate. Do you want to join United or Bayern? Because we all know exactly who Harry Kane would choose. Harry Kane would choose Manchester United without thinking. Not even a split second. And it's because of what that would allow him to do. Now, Harry Kane, we know full well, is very much a family man. I don't know, is it his girlfriend? I'm presuming it's his wife. Heavily pregnant. I think she's a couple of weeks away from giving birth. He is chasing that Premier League all-time top scorer trophy. You can do both of those at Manchester United, my friend. You can stay in the Premier League. You can become the all-time Premier League top goal scorer. And what I want Man United to do is just go to the table. Now, you might say, Sam, hold on. We haven't got the money for this. So what I'm going to do here is quickly run through this. This is a video I did early this week where I said, look, I'll go full screen. I took a look at all the signings that we've made so far, Mount and Anna Højlund, and I said, look, if we sign Amrabat for 25 and Todibo for 35, what would that total? And I looked at all the players that we've sold and the players that we should be selling. We're hearing now that Fenerbahce have offered 15 million euros for Fred, so I'm pretty much bang on there with my 10 million valuation of Fred. McTominay, we don't know whether he's going to be going or not, but, well, he needs to if we're going to be having Kane. Maguire for 30, run through all of those. Go down here, and all of this together gives United, let's go full screen there, would give United a net spend of 72 million. Let's get rid of these numbers over here because these numbers are now irrelevant. That was for the other video. This would be United's numbers, right? If we signed all these players, if we signed Todibo and we signed Amrabat on top of Højlund, Onana and Mount, that would give us a total signings of 223 mil. If we sell all of these players, now all of this is done. Maguire we know is going to be going to West Ham. Fred is done. Hopefully Van der Beek is done. Dean Henderson, maybe we won't get 30 mil for him. And I think Nottingham Forest has just signed, was it Walker from Arsenal? So maybe that one's not going through. But if this all do go through, McTominay is the big question mark there. And whether or not we'll get 30. So even if I downgraded Henderson's irrelevant, right? Because I think all of these should happen. At least I hope they do. And if they do, United's sales total 150 mil, which means our net spend is 70 million. Now, of course, that doesn't exactly leave 100 million for Harry Kane. So I'm still left kind of scratching my head exactly how we do it. But just part of me is just dreaming. Part of me is dreaming. And I'm allowing myself, ladies and gentlemen, you are allowed to dream. All right? Even if it doesn't come true. Do I think that Levy would accept? No, I do not. But I think Manchester United cannot just... we can't just sit here. Even if we think this bid's just going to get rejected, isn't it? Yeah, probably. We can't just sit here and just watch Harry Kane join Bayern Munich. We've got to cause... I don't know, throw a cat amongst the pigeons. Whatever analogy you want to use to describe it. we've got to throw in the bid that's the exact same as Bayern Munich's. Maybe even a little bit more. Probably not a little bit more. It would have to be a little bit more. There would obviously be United tax, Premier League tax. And Levy has been firm and stern on the fact that he would not sell to a Premier League rival. But if this decision now, we go over here and we read this article, right, from David Ornstein. Kane must now decide on whether he will make the move. What Kane's decision is important in this, I hear you say. Well, if Kane's decision is important in this, then how about Manchester United come to the table? Because as I said, because of his family, because of his situation, because he wants to be the Premier League all-time top goal scorer, all those things combined means Manchester United, I think, would have an advantage in this process. And I think just sat there with two different offers, completely the same, from Bayern Munich and Manchester United, I personally think that Harry Kane only chooses one of them. Now, of course, that is not what Tottenham Hotspur want to happen. But that would be what Kane would like to happen. And that's why I think United have got to go in for him. Now, as I said, you might say, well, hold on, Sam. We probably can't afford him. Well, you probably would say that I wouldn't have expected United to sign Mount and Aaron Haaland before the first game of the season. Maybe getting Amrabat in and Todibo. Maguire's leaving. Fred is going to be joining Fenerbahce. We've already got Elanga's left for 15 mil. It looks like Van der Beek's going to be going to Real Sociedad. Hopefully Henderson to Forest is going to happen. I think the McTominay situation is not dead in the water. And if this Harry Kane situation is possible, then selling McTominay could fund part of that. Now, this is the logical part of me says there's absolutely no chance of this happening, but just that little, that little bit we go, maybe. Sod it. We sign Harry Kane, genuinely Manchester United next season. We are Premier League title contenders. Manchester United, well, sod knows what's going to happen in the Champions League next year. It's not something you can really predict. But I would be pretty annoyed, I think, personally. Now, you might say that that's not really based on too much logic because of how much we've already spent and FFP restrictions, X, Y, Z. But I want you to let me know in the comments. Is this purely a pipe dream? Or is this what United have been planning all along? Waiting all summer, because as I said this, because it's my pipe dream, right? Man United have just been sitting there all summer waiting for Bayern Munich to negotiate because they've been to and fro with Harry Kane. Well, not with Harry Kane directly, with Tottenham Hotspur for Harry Kane. And it's dragged out their summer plans. I've been sitting there going, I'm just glad that's not United. But in the same way that when Lyon agreed a deal with Feyenoord for Tyrell Malacia, and we, at the 11th hour, came in with a €2 million on-top bid. We swooped in, we signed him. I'm sure Lyon were pissed. We didn't have to do any negotiations. We knew the price that was set. We just added a little cheeky $2 million on top, and we got the man. Very stress-free signing. Happened within the space of 72 hours, if I remember correctly. Maybe United have been letting Bayern Munich do the legwork, and then we can swoop in now that we know the price that Spurs have accepted that they will sell Harry Kane for. Now, that might change if it's Bayern Munich. If it's not Bayern Munich that they're selling to, I would hesitate to say that it would. I would hesitate to say that the price would go up, and maybe we couldn't afford it. But that conversation needs to be had. The call has to be made. We may have got Haaland already, but Haaland's 20. And we know full well that Harry Kane is a man that comes into this team, and all of a sudden, he's scoring 20, 25 goals guaranteed in the Premier League next season. And Man United, we're in that conversation for the Premier League title. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. I don't really think this is something that's going to waste a lot of time either. It's just to pick up the phone, put the bid in, see what happens. We don't have to waste a load of time negotiating to and from. We know what the price is. Go in there, ruffle some feathers. If Harry Kane really is going to be making that decision, then make Manchester United part of that decision. Spurs won't like it. No Spurs fans will like it. But I want to see us do it. You can let me know what you think in the comments below. Is this just a complete waste of time, or is this something you think United really should do? Because I do.